What if I told you there was a way to build your dream home using the VA loan? Hey everyone, I'm Jason Wood here, better known as the VA Loan Guy, one of the nation's top VA lenders. Today we're going to dive into the VA construction loan, the VA one-time close construction loan. We're going to go over the 7 steps to using the VA one-time construction loan. So first, we're going to talk about what the VA construction loan is, the 7 steps to getting it, and what the closing process is going to look like for your VA construction loan. So let's first dive into it. The typical person, when they're building a house, has to get multiple loans in order to make that process start. They've got to acquire the property, the land, which oftentimes requires either a cash purchase or a loan with a heavy down payment. A lot of the land loans, which are rare to find nowadays, require anywhere from a 40 to 50% down payment. From there, you get with your builder, draft all your plans, and get a construction loan to finance the construction. And once that's complete, then you would do another loan to wrap it all together so you have your final mortgage. That's the traditional process that most people go through when they're constructing a home. Now, the VA has a process that simplifies that whole thing. It's called the VA one-time close construction loan. So the traditional construction loan usually requires multiple loans. You usually have to get a loan to acquire the land, a construction loan, and then finally you got to refinance all of it into the permanent financing that you're going to have on the house. The VA loan completely simplifies this in the VA one-time close construction loan program. Now, this loan program does require that construction be completed in around 18 months. So you may not be able to build the Taj Mahal, but you can definitely build a super nice house. There are 7 steps to utilizing the VA one-time construction loan. The first step is going to secure your financing specialist. You're going to need to find somebody who understands this product and knows how to maneuver through it. You're going to find that a lot of lenders you talk to, some that are big names in the VA loan space, are going to tell you it's not even possible, or for the most part, they don't offer it. There are not a lot of lenders who offer this loan product, but the VA Loan Guy and my team, we can help you with this loan product, and we're experts at it. Getting pre-approved is step 2. Getting pre-approved for a VA one-time construction close loan is no different than getting approved for a traditional VA loan. We're still going to analyze your debt, your income, and your credit to determine how much mortgage you can qualify for. Step 3 is choosing a great real estate agent. Choosing your realtor is an important part of your overall purchasing team, and your real estate agent needs to know the area and be able to help you find land that's available to be purchased. In some markets, there are realtors who specialize purely in land, and that's probably going to be someone that would be important to connect with because they're going to know the ins and outs. They're probably very familiar with construction, and they may even have some referrals to a great builder, which leads us to number 4, selecting a great contractor. Now, having a great contractor, as we know, is super important. So you want to vet out a contractor that has great reviews, has professional recommendations and referrals to you. But one thing that is interesting to know is they don't already have to be approved with the VA. They do eventually need to be approved with the VA in order to participate in this loan program, but there are a lot of really great builders out there who are not VA approved. The process is very simple. We can walk them through it. It's only a couple of documents. So it's very easy for the builder to be approved. One of the things the VA does want the builder to be able to do, however, is guarantee their work for the first year you own that house. The VA is really, really prideful on providing mortgages for its veterans that don't put them in jeopardy for health, safety, or financial concern. So they want to make sure that the builder is going to stand behind their work. And I think you would want that as well, too. There are some builders out there who knew that if they got their VA designation as a builder, that they might just get a bunch of business from it. And they may or may not be a great builder. So it's important to do your vetting and ask for referrals and do your research to find that great builder. Step 5 is meeting with that builder to design your home. There's going to be a lot that goes into this process. And because of this process and designing the home and choosing all the different components of a house, it's my recommendation that when doing a construction loan, it's not the first time you've purchased a home. It's very encumbering and there's a lot to do and a lot to know. You're going to have to pick out every single little detail about that house, from the backsplashes to the tiles, to the carpet, to the wall color, where the outlets go, what types of windows, the type of roof shingling, etc. There's a lot to choose from, a lot of decisions that need to be made. And while your builder will help guide you through that, all of this is time that you're going to need to commit to making sure all of this happens as it's supposed to. Once you have your design all laid out, you figured out which lot that you're going to buy, you're going to make the offer on that lot, and we're going to secure your financing. So this is step 6, securing the financing. We are going to move through the purchase of the land in the same manner, in the same fashion that we would as if there was a home already existing on it. So we're going to go through that same process. The land seller will get paid at closing, and upon closing, we'll have the funds ready for your VA loan because it's all one loan. So the funds for your project will typically be available within the first 30 days after you close on the purchase of the land. This is great for the builders, so now they can start getting materials and stuff on order, and they can start really prepping the land to get the utilities and everything in place. Number 7 is construction and closing. This building process includes the site preparation, the plumbing, the HVAC, the electrical, the sewer, all of that stuff, the egress, the ingress, the driveway. All of these things are what's going to start right out of the gate with your builder on top of acquiring a lot of the supplies for the materials that they're going to need to construct your house. Depending on what you're building, and things like supply chain and weather can impact the build of your home. But the target range is to be completed anywhere from 9 to 18 months. And that's a VA requirement that it's closed within that time frame so that this thing isn't dragging out for years and years. One of the nice things about the VA one-time construction loan is you're only doing one loan. So the benefit to that compared to what the traditional process is anytime you do a mortgage, whether you're doing a refinance or a purchase or taking out an equity line of credit, you're always going to incur fees for doing those loans called closing costs. So if we're only doing one loan, we've really reduced the amount of fees because we're not doing 3 separate loans with 3 different fee charges every time. The other nice thing about the VA one-time construction loan product is once we've locked in your interest rate, if the interest rates happen to fall, we have a free float down policy so we can actually float down and get you the better rate as we're going through this process. So finally is the closing process. So once the home construction is totally complete, there's going to be a final inspection and a walkthrough, and you will actually be issued your certificate of occupancy. That's when this home is actually available for you to live in. The county or the city ordinance has allowed you to move into this place and actually occupy it. And once everything is complete, your mortgage is a traditional VA loan at that point. So now marching forward, if interest rates should decline, you can do a VA interest rate reduction refinance loan, or if you need to tap into equity because you built a house, so you probably have some built-in equity out of the gate and some things come up, you could always do the VA cash out refinance. So it provides you with a ton of options because you're already going to have a VA loan. So we explained to you what the VA one-time close construction loan program is, the 7 steps to getting your VA one-time construction loan. And this loan is for active duty military and veterans that has simplified the process of building a home. The property types you can build on this are single family homes, manufactured homes, modular homes, even barn dominiums. There are a couple properties though you cannot build. And you cannot build a duplex, you can't build a triplex, and you cannot build a quadplex. I know it's a bummer. We all love the multifamily, especially if we're thinking with that investor brain, but it's not allowed with this product type. So if you wanted to build one of those, we had to go the traditional construction route, which could be a couple different loans to make that happen. It's feasible, but the VA loan isn't one that can participate in that. So if you're serious about building your dream home, what I want you to do is go in the description below and book a free consultation with someone on my team or myself. And let's walk you through this process, answer all of your questions so you're well prepared to purchase or build your dream home. See you at the next video.